Hello and welcome back. We are back in London. The travelling has come to an end. Thank you for joining me today. We are going to do a mat Pilates session. It's going to get a little hot, a little spicy as always, but remember you are stronger than you think, so stick with me. If anything doesn't feel right, come down, reset. Think about your form over reps. Nice, slow and controlled, and come back to that breath. If you do have a set of dumbbells, do grab them. Also, if you have a band today, grab it so it's nice and nearby. We will be using it. However, like always, if you don't have any equipment, please don't stress. Your body weight is just perfectly fine. You can do this without any equipment at all. On that note, we are going to get going. Okay, so join me at the back of the mat. Both feet flat on the floor in line with the hips. Let's just soften our knees. To begin, I want you to bend into your knees, reach for the floor. Reach all the way up overhead. Now exhale, reaching down for the floor, bending into the knees. Push into the heels, reaching right up overhead. And exhale down to the floor. One more time, bend into the knees. Big inhale up. Exhale, blow it all out. Allow the chin to come to chest, hang heavy here. Now that you're folded over, just allow everything to hang here for a moment. Allow the back of the head and neck to drop. And from here, nice and slowly, we're going to start bending into one knee at a time. So as you bend the left knee, the right leg straightens, and as you bend the right knee, left leg straightens. Nice and slowly here, take your time and allow your head and neck just to hang heavy. Perfect. Find that breath, nice and steady. And when you're ready, we're going to straighten that right leg. Your left knee is going to stay bent. Your left arm is going to come up towards the ceiling. Allow your gaze to follow. Big inhale, exhale, blow it out. Bending that left leg, right leg straightens. Right arm comes up and around, twisting that trunk, a little bit of spinal mobility. Allow the gaze to follow. Big inhale, big exhale. Lovely, bringing that right hand to the mat. Now from here, you're going to slowly start to walk out your hands. Find yourself in a plank position. Protract to the back of the shoulders, engaging the core. Big inhale, big exhale. Now lift and pike your hips right up to the ceiling, pressing those heels as deep as you can onto the mat. Find that first downward dog here. Bending into one knee at a time, walking out the back of the calves. Feel the stretch and lengthening through the back of the legs. Lovely, focusing on that breath. Remember, your breathing is one of the fundamentals of Pilates. Try to come back to it whenever you can. Lovely. From here, press both heels flat onto the mat if you can. Allow the back of the head and neck to drop. Big inhale here. Feel the side of the rib cage expand. Exhale, empty it all out. Melt a little deeper, pressing that chest even closer to the front of the thighs. Big inhale, expand. Lovely. From here, rippling through, coming right up onto the balls of the feet. Finding that plank position for me again. Holding here. Big inhale, exhale. Tap the knees to the mat. Spreading the knees nice and wide. You're going to sit your glutes back onto the heels of the feet. Melt your chest nice and deep onto the mat. Again, big inhale, breathe into the back of the rib cage. Exhale, blow it all out. Big inhale, expand. Exhale, blow it out. Perfect. Coming back into that 4-point kneeling position for me. Nice. Curling the toes under. I want you to lift the hips back up to that downward dog position. See if you can melt a little deeper. Perfect. From here, rippling through. Find that plank position. Holding your plank here for me. Now just keep everything else the same, but tap the knees onto the mat. Here we are in a wheelbarrow position. So the knees are not directly under the hips, they're out a little further. And from here, nice and slowly, turn the inside of your elbows facing outwards. Keep the elbows nice and tucked into the side of the body. As we bend the elbows, lower the chest, hovering over the mat. Exhale, push into the heels of the hands, come up. Lovely. You're going to give me 6 more of those. Inhale, dropping and hovering that chest. Exhale, push up. Now remember, we don't want the elbows sticking out wide. You should feel them squeezing into the side of the body. Lovely. Take your time. Perfect. Inhale, lower. Exhale, come back up. Give me 2 more. Last one. Pressing yourself up. Curl the toes. Lift the hips. Find that downward dog. Give me a big inhale. Big exhale. Ripple and shift the weight forward. Tap your knees down. Lovely. Coming into a kneeling position. From here, just roll the shoulders back, up and down towards the ears. Lovely. From here, I want you to come into a 4-point kneeling position. We're going to turn our hands over so the palms are looking up towards you. Nice. And nice and steady and slowly, I just want you to rock forward and back. Nice. Feeling the stretch through the front of that forearm. Nice. And onto that wrist. Nice and steady. Lovely. Coming back through the center. Nice. From here, just shaking out those wrists. Hopefully you're nice and warmed up now. Once you're ready, we're going to lie on the mat for me. If you do have the dumbbells and your band, just make sure they're nice and close so you can grab them nice and easily and you don't have to be getting back up from this lying position. Now, once you're ready, just from here, just before we begin, I want you to activate your pelvic floor, okay? Your feet are flat on the mat, knees bent in line with the hips, okay? Right now, you may find that you have a little gap or just an air pocket between your lower back and the mat. We're going to inhale, prepare, inflate the belly. Now on your exhale, let's tilt your hips towards your rib cage so you close any little gap or air pocket between the lower back and the mat. Engage, drawing it all up, feeling that, finding that imprint position. Breathe while you're here. And release, relax, come back to neutral. Let's do 2 more of those. Really think about your going up on that elevator, okay? So inhale, prepare. Exhale, let's tilt the hips towards the ribs, drawing up that pelvic floor, closing that gap between the lower back and the mat. Engage and release, relax, back to neutral. Last one here for me. Well done. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, tilt your hips towards your ribs, imprint the lower back, drawing it all up to that top floor. Engage and release, relax, come back to neutral. Spot on. From here, if you have that band, let's grab the band for me. Don't worry if you don't have it. You're going to pop that band just around the soles of the feet. Okay, just around the arches, okay? Now with this, I want you to think about there's always a tension on that band, okay? So you don't want the band just to relax, okay? So you need to keep your legs and your feet just wide enough apart that there's a slight stretch, a slight tension, okay? If you don't have the band, don't worry, just find your tabletop position with your legs. Lovely. And now from here, we're going to bring our hands to our hips. Hands to our hips, hands to our ears. Once you're ready, okay, think about tucking the chin under. Inhale, prepare. Exhale. Lift your head, shoulders, shoulder blades right up, shortening that distance between the hips and the ribs. Lower back is imprinted, and look at my elbows. They're still out nice and wide. You don't want to curl them in, okay? Keep them wide. Lovely. And remember, you're just supporting slightly with your fingertips to your head. You're not pulling out the back of the neck. Nice. Now from here, we're going to start to bicycle those legs. Stay in your crunch position. Perfect. Nice. Again, every time you switch your legs, you find that full stretch of a band. Nice. Or you're finding your full extension with your feet nice and flexed, leading with the heel if you don't have the band, okay? Breathing here for me now. Stay in that crunched up position. Lower back's imprinted. Really think, are your head, neck and shoulders lifted up off that mat? You have 6. We have 5. Well done. You have 4. You got this now. Breathe in 3, in 2, in 1. Release it back to tabletop. Grabbing that band if you have it, just slide it further up your legs so it's just above the knees here for me. Lovely. And once you're ready, I want you to grab that set of dumbbells if you have them, okay? From here, I want you to think almost a diamond shape with your legs, okay? So bring your 2 big toes together and pull your knees slightly apart so there's a nice gap. You've almost created a diamond with your big toes touched off each other and knees out wide, okay? Dumbbells extended to the ceiling. Once you're ready, I want you to curl up into that crunch position. Dumbbells are going to go between the legs. Stay in the crunch. Extend the legs out nice and wide, V shape. Now bring the toes back together and then release yourself down. Exhale, curl up. Extend those legs. Stay in that crunch. Bring the big toes back together. Then you release yourself down. Again, see how controlled this all is. I really want you to control each movement. Think of each movement as separate, so you take it nice and slow. The slower and the more controlled it is, the more effective and spicy it is. Use your breath now. Come back with me. Exhale, curl up. Extend those legs long. Toes back together. Then you release yourself down. Lovely. We have 6 more of these. Really strong. Use your breath. Nice. Ooh, feeling that core already? I hope you are too. Well done. Breathe for 3. Nice. Remember, we're curling up first. Curl up in between the legs. Open up the legs, V shape. Big toes tap together. Then you release yourself down. You have 2. Well done. We have 1. And release it down. Lovely. From here, legs are in tabletop position, so a nice 90-degree angle. Again, keep that slight stretch, slight tension of the band. Knees out in line with the side of your hips. Don't let them creep in. Shins parallel to the ceiling. Arms extended to the head. Now, as we bend the elbows back behind us, tricep extension, I want you to tap the big toes to the mat. And then as you extend the arms back up to the ceiling, the legs come up to tabletop. Now with this one, again, really slow. Keep those elbows nice and tucked in so they're not flaring. Nice. And really take your time here. Focus on that lower back, not arching for me. And you're really targeting those deep core muscles here, targeting that lower abdominal. Deep breath. Well done. Remember, slow and spicy. You have 6. Nice. We have 4. We have 3. Are your elbows still nice and tucked in? Slow and controlled. 2. 1. And extend back up to the ceiling. Perfect. From here, when you're ready, dumbbells can just come to the side. Let's slide that band back down, but this time it's going to go just around the ankles for me. Perfect. And then from here, whenever you're ready, dumbbells come back up above your head. And from here, what I'm going to get you to, you're going to curl up. The dumbbells are going to go long by your side. Keep that tension of the band. Now, as you extend your legs out, you're going to allow those dumbbells to go back up overhead. Lovely. Curl up. Legs come into 90. Dumbbells or arms go long by the side. And then extend the legs out long. Dumbbells go overhead. If the dumbbells are too much, just get rid of them. Okay? Nice. Woo, this is burning that core. Stick with me. We're nearly there. Give me 4. Keep that stretch of the band now. I know the legs are getting tired, but keep that pull. 1 more move after this. 2. The next time you curl up, hold it here. Arms long by the side. Stay in your crunch. Extend the legs out. And now create almost a scissor legs,
but keeping the tension of the band. Almost semicircles, crossing the legs over each other. Breathe. You have 8. Nice. Woo, burning. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release it out. Woo, tap those dumbbells to the side. And when you're ready, get that band if you have it. Again, you're going to just slide it right up so it's just above the knees again. Give yourself a moment here if you need to. Breathe into the belly, big inhale. Exhale, blow it all out. Just releasing those deep core muscles after creating all that tension and contraction. Big inhale, big exhale. Perfect, spot on. Again, if you have a weak lower back or any issues with your lower back, do this without dumbbells and you can keep your arms pressed onto the mat so the back of the arms and palms can press down onto the mat to give you an extra little bit of support. If you want to come with me and just layer it up and get a little bit spicier, grab the dumbbells into the hands, extend the arms straight up to the ceiling. Now from here, you want your legs in line with your hips and you don't want the back of the heel too far away from the back of your bum, okay? So you don't want them out long, just tuck them in a little bit, okay? They're not touching the back of the bum, but they're close enough to it, okay? And then from here, again, you have that band around your knees if you wish. Let's work 3 articulations, so nice and simple into our shoulder bridge. So from here, again, find that imprint position. So tuck the tailbone. Now pressure in the heels of the feet. Let's peel and lift those hips all the way up off the mat, coming up to your shoulder bridge. Now that you're here, clench and squeeze your glutes. You're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly come back down for me, vertebrae by vertebrae. 2 more of these. Really focus on the articulations to find that form, okay? Tuck the tailbone under. Pressure in the heels of the feet. Remember, it's your hamstrings and glutes you want to do the work, not your lower back. Then start to peel and lift up onto the shoulder bridge. Now all the pressure is coming through the heels of the feet. You want to squeeze and clench the glutes, and we're going to stay here for 3, 2, 1, and vertebrae by vertebrae, peel it back down slowly. Last articulation, then we add those layers for our shoulder bridge. Imprint your lower back, tuck your tailbone, peel all the way up for me, hold at the top. Lovely. Now from here, you're going to lower your bum down as if it was just about to touch the mat. Then exhale, lift and squeeze back up. Inhale, dip the hips. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Well done. Nice. Again, keep that little tension of the band so it shouldn't feel relaxed. Your tailbone stays tucked under and you keep the pressure in the heels of the feet. Nice. Try not to rest that bum on the way down. It just barely grazes or taps. Now, once you're ready, the next time you lift the hips up, can you pull the dumbbells down in towards your chest? And as the hips dip again, dumbbells come back up to the ceiling. Lovely. Pull the dumbbells down, hips lift, and hips dip, dumbbells to ceiling. Nice. Let's go for 10. Please don't rush it again just because we added a little bit of tempo. Don't think of speed, okay? Every time you come up and lift the hips up, ask yourself, have you squeezed and clenched the glutes at the top before you dip the hips back down? Well done. Perfect. You have 5. Nice. Really strong. We have 3. Use your breath. Exhale, lift and squeeze. Inhale, dip. On the last one, hold at the top for me. Hold. Hips stay lifted here. Extend the arms back up to the ceiling. Nice and simple. Now from here, you're going to peel the heels of your feet up off the mat so you come up onto the balls of the feet. Lovely. Now from here, as you open your knees out nice and wide, I want you to let your dumbbells fall out wide to the side. And as the knees come back in parallel, dumbbells come to the ceiling. Staying up on the balls of the feet so your heels are raised. Pulling the knees out wide to the side and back parallel. Like I said, if you need more support at any point, focus on your form, drop the dumbbells and just keep your arms and palms pressed onto the mat. If you're using the dumbbells and finding that chest fly with me, make sure your elbows aren't locked out hard. There's an ever so slight bend. And really open up those knees as much as you can. Keep those hips lifted. Try not to lose your height. And breathe. We got this. Well done. Nice. Targeting the side of the glute now. Whew. Deep breaths. Well done. We have 6. We're nearly there. Stick with me. For 5. You got this in 4. Lift those hips right up. Keep those glutes squeezed. In 3. In 2. Nice. In 1. Coming back to the center. Heels stay lifted. Perfect. And now from here, you're going to give me a pulse up and down of the hips. Make it a juicy pulse now. Staying on the balls of the feet. Think you have a nice pair of stilettos on. We have 8. You have 7. You have 6. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Peel yourself down. Whew. Drop those knees from side to side for a second. Just release out that lower back. Dumbbells can come to the side for a moment. You can pop that band off and just place it to the side if you have it on. And once you're ready, I'm going to get you to roll yourself up to a seated position. Perfect. And then from here, again, if you have those dumbbells, grab them. If not, don't worry. We're going to come into a side kneeling position. For now, you're going to keep your left leg kneeling. Your right leg is going to go out nice and long on the mat. Okay, however, you want to keep it in line with that hip. So it doesn't mean your foot is out in front of you or behind you. It's in line with that hip, okay? Imagine you got stuck in between 2 panes of glass. So your hips are nice and parallel. You're not twisted from the trunk, okay? Then once you're ready, I'm going to get you to, excuse me, lovely. From here, what I'm going to get you to do, you're holding your dumbbells, okay? We're going to pop that left hand to the mat, right arm comes to the ceiling. And then from here, I'm going to get you to bring your right knee, right elbow in, tap. Then you're going to extend it back out. Then you're going to pull yourself up with that right oblique to a seated position. And now from here, we're going to hinge from the hips. Right foot stays flat on the mat. You sit back onto that heel, left heel if you can. Arms come up overhead like around the world. Come back up to kneeling position and repeat. Side bend. Now lifting that right leg. Bring that right knee to right elbow. Tap, extend and lengthen. Placing it back down onto the mat. Pull yourself back up. Lovely. And then from here, hinge from the hips. Sit that bum back around the world and bring it back. Nice. Use your breath. Knee to elbow, extend. Exhale, right oblique pulls you back up. We're coming into that shoulder press position. Hinge from the hips. Sit that glute back onto that left heel. Arms up overhead around the world. Back to your shoulder press. Lovely. And then repeat. Lifting the leg. Extend. Tap. Extend. Exhale up. Shoulder press position. Hinge back. Lovely. Nice. Well done. Perfect. Stick with me. We just have 2 more. Oh my God, it's so warm in this apartment. I am dripping. Lovely. Breathe. Whew. And repeat. Last one. Nice. From here, come into that side bend position, lifting that right knee up, right leg, I should say. And now let's bring the right knee to right elbow and extend and lengthen. Staying here with me for 8 more. Well done. For 7, you got this. Point those toes. Really strong. Building strength through the hip flexors and that glute medius. For 3, working those obliques. 2, extend and lengthen. Hold. Lovely pulse. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw yourself up. Whew, release it out. Well done. Really, really strong. When you're ready, you're going to come up to a standing position for me. Perfect. We're standing here. on your mat. Sorry, my breath is gone. Lovely. And from here, we're going to go into a plié squat, okay? What I want you to do, you're going to bring the heels of your feet together. So your heels are touching and your feet are pointing out. So when you look down, you've almost created a V shape. Our arms are going to come up to a shoulder press position, okay? And then from here, we're going to go to our plié squat. So you're going to sit the bum back. Your arms are going to go up over your head. Knees stick out nice and wide. And draw it up. Squeeze those inner thighs. Squeeze those glutes. Lovely. And bend the knees into your plié squat. And back up and squeeze. Lovely. Well done. Stick with it. Every time you come up, really imagine you're zipping up that long puffer coat all the way from your ankles, all the way up. Squeeze those knees and inner thighs together, squeeze those glutes, and then bend the knees, let them stick out nice and wide. Like I said, if the dumbbells are too much, just get rid of them, okay? Focus on that form. We have 6. Well done. You have 5. Really strong. 4. Nice. 3, 2. You're going to hate me. We're going to go down into the squat. Now stay here. Bring your arms down to shoulder height again. We're going to close the knees and lead and close with the elbows. Then open the knees nice and wide. Open the elbows. Lovely. Well done. Staying here. Butterfly wings with those legs. Make sure those knees tap, elbows tap, and open. You have 10. Nice. Well done. We have 8. Stay strong. Breathe. Whew, I'm shaking and sweating too. You got this. For 4. Nice. For 3. Stay nice and low. Get deeper. 2. 1. And bring yourself up. Whew, really, really strong. From here, right foot stays forward. Left foot comes back behind you. Stay on the ball of that back foot. So your heel is raised. You're not flat foot on the mat. We're up on the ball of the foot, okay? And again, make sure that left foot is a little bit off to the side. It's not directly behind you. Otherwise, you're going to be completely off balance. Roll the shoulders back and down, wrapping the ribs around and down. So we're not flaring that rib cage and we're engaging our core. From here, once you're ready, you're going to bend that back left knee. As you do, you're going to find a hammer curl with your dumbbells and then just come back up to standing. Okay, bend that back knee, push into the heel of that right foot, so your front foot, and come up to standing. So find power and strength through the heel of your front foot as you come up to standing. And make sure that knee is tracking out over your second and third toe. Don't let it cave in. Lovely. Get nice and low without resting that back left knee. Perfect. You have 8. Well done. We have 7. You got this. 5. In 4. Really strong. Breathing. Whew. Exhale up. 2. Last one. Come nice and low with me and pulse. For 8. 7. Make them juicy. 6. Pressure in the heel of that right foot. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release yourself out. Well done. Once you're ready, I want you to pop those dumbbells onto the mat. I want you to sit on the mat for me. Lovely. And then from here, we're going to lie down on the mat. Okay, I want you to extend your arms straight up to the ceiling. I want you to float those legs into tabletop position. From here, let's find our dead bugs. So like always, imprint the lower back so there's no big arch. Wrap the ribs around and down so the core is engaged. Lovely. And then from here, you're going to extend your right leg long as your left arm extends back behind you. Come back through the center, opposite side. Left leg extends, right arm draws back and come through the center.
Again, really think about control and steady speed here. Lovely. It's definitely not fast. Slow it all down. I like to think go slower than actually feels normal. Lovely. Really make those muscles do the work and try not to let anything compensate, okay? Perfect. We're here for 5. Nice, you got this. For 4, breathing for me. 3, nice. 2, 1, come through the center. Perfect. From here, when you're ready, just bring yourself up to that seated position. Nice. We're going to find a tuck of the tailbone under here. You're going to find a lean back. We're going to stay leaning back, rib to hip connection, elbows out nice and wide, hands to ears. Now from here, your left elbow is going to come across. You're going to raise your right leg into tabletop. You're going to tap that elbow to the outside of the right knee, come back through center. Now the opposite side, right elbow to the outside of that left knee and back to center. Now remember, you want to stay in that lean back position so your core is always engaged. Deep breaths. Nice. We have 6 more. Breathe. Use that exhale as you come up and tap. Lovely. You're on your final 4, 3, 2, 1, and stay leaning back. Reach your arms long and pulse. Well done. Nice. You got this. We're pulsing here. Double pulse. Nice. For 8, for 7, for 6, for 5. You got this. 4. I promise. Core is done. 3, 2, 1. Draw yourself up. Woo, well done. Nice. Perfect. From here, once you're ready, we're going to come into that side kneeling position again. So grab those dumbbells for me if you have them. This time, right leg stays kneeling. Left leg goes nice and long, flat on to the mat. So foot flat to the mat. And again, remember, you're in line with your hip. So that leg isn't out in front or back behind you. From here, bring those dumbbells up into that cactus position. Perfect. From here, we're going to lower our right hand onto the mat, extend our left hand long. Now from here, our left elbow comes in and taps off our left knee. We extend and lengthen, excuse me, and then tap our left foot to the mat as we pull ourselves back up into our cactus arms. Now hinge from the hips, sit that glute back onto your right heel. Arms come up overhead, back up to kneeling, cactus position, and repeat. Well done. Again, please take your time. There's no rush. I want you to really break these movement downs. Make sure that that left oblique is pulling you back up to that kneeling position. Left elbow to knee, extend and lengthen. Place that left foot back down. Exhale, pull yourself back up. Around the world, arms up overhead as you hinge from the hips, sit back and draw it back up. Well done. Again, remember, we're breaking the movement down. Slow and controlled. Again, I know easier said than done, but try not to overflare that rib cage. Keep it nice and tucked in. Lovely. We just have 3 more of these. You got this. Come back to your breath. Use the exhale to help you. Remember, you're stronger than you think. Focus on your form. You're going to be out of here before you know it. You're over halfway. Last full round. Draw it up. Now place that right hand down. Left arm extends. Now let's bring our knee to elbow and extend and lengthen. Stay here with me. Knee to elbow, extend and lengthen. You have 7. We have 6. Breathing. Whoo. Lovely. For 3, 2. Find that length in 1. Hold. Pulse that left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw yourself up. Ooh, shake out those shoulders. Give yourself a moment. Well done. Whenever you're ready, let's come up to that standing position. Well done. You're nearly there. Stick with it, okay? Final push. When you're ready, we're up in our standing position. From here, this time, nice and simple. We're going to walk our feet. Sorry, I just had a mind blank. We're going to walk our feet just as wide as your mat, so your toes are tracking out, okay? Lovely. From here, if you have the dumbbells, you're going to keep the dumbbells in front of you. As you sit back into your squat position, your knees are going to press out nice and wide. Imagine you're trying to place those dumbbells on the floor. Then you're going to push into the heels, the hands come up, and we're going to go up overhead. Well done. Nice. Keeping those knees pushed out. Really, really strong. Lovely. Sit that bum right back. All the pressure is in the heels of the feet. And remember, when we're pushing ourselves up to standing, we're squeezing and clenching those glutes. Lovely. Nice. We have 8. Keep those knees pushed out. You have 6. Well done. You have 4. 3. You're nearly there. We got this, team. Stay with me. 2. Don't lose me now. Don't check out. Lovely. Come into that squat position. Hold. Let's bring the dumbbells into our chest if we have them. Keep those knees pushed out. Sit that bum right back. If it's here for you, right heel lifts, lower it back down, slow and controlled. Left heel lifts, lower. Well done. Find those alternate heel raises. Stay nice and low. Come right up onto the balls of the feet and slowly lower that heel back to the mat. You have 8. Well done. You're nearly there. For 6, for 5, 4, 3, you got this. 2, stay low. Last one. Now pulse for 8, for 7, make them juicy. 6, push those knees right out. Pressure in the heels. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Draw yourself up. Didn't know, was I going to make it there? Final push, I promise. Left foot comes forward, right foot back behind you. Remember, a little off to the side and come onto the ball of that right foot, okay? Final push. Roll the shoulders back and down. Engage the core, wrapping those ribs around. And once you're ready, let's bend into the back right knee. Hammer curl with the dumbbells. Push into the heel of the left foot, come up. Lovely, well done. Nice. Perfect. You have 10. Stick with it. You have about 40 seconds of work left and you're going to be out of here. In 5. Well done. We're lunging for 4. Nice hammer curls with those arms. Get that back knee nice and low. 3. Stick with me. 2. Last one, and hold. We love a pulse. It'd be rude not to finish on a pulse. Stay with me. A nice welcome back. We have 10. You have 9. Make them juicy. 8. Push into that left heel. I'm shaking 2. 5. 4. Don't come out of it. You got this. 3, 2, 1. Push yourself up. Woo-hoo-hoo. We made it. Well done. Drop those dumbbells. Give yourself a little pat down. You made it. You absolute superstar. Well done. Once you're ready, I just want you to sit on the mat for me for a second. You can have your fingertips facing the back of the bum. From here, your knees are bent. If it's here for you, bring your left foot up in front of your right knee. Lovely. And then from here, the further you pull that right foot back towards you, the deeper you're going to get into that left glute stretch. So think of a figure 4, flexing that left foot. Big inhale, Big exhale. Nice. Slowly unwinding that left foot. Right foot can come up. Again, you can just give it a nice little tuck in to get yourself into that position. And then sit yourself up as straight as you can. Flex that foot. And breathe into that side glute stretch. Release it out. We did plenty of glute medius work today. Trust me, it's going to need that little stretch. Deep breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. Lovely. From here, bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees knock out nice and wide. You can press the elbows into the inside of the knees and just start to melt and fold yourself down. Again, don't force it here. Just try to breathe into that inner thigh stretch. Especially as women, we hold a lot of tension around the hips. Just try to deep breath here into it and releasing some of that tension. Lovely. From here, let's pivot ourselves around into a 4-point kneeling position. Nice. Right arm is going to come up to the ceiling. Big inhale. And then you're going to thread that needle under, placing your right ear and shoulder as low and as deep to the mat as you can. Bringing it up. Big inhale. And thread the needle under, sticking to that same side here. Lovely. Last one, bring the right arm up, hold it here for me. Keeping the right arm lifted, gaze follows, looking up at your hand. Big inhale, big exhale. Thread the needle under, holding it here for me this time. If it's here, wrapping that left arm around the back of the body, pulling that left shoulder back to deepen that stretch. Coming back through the center, nice and steady and controlled, don't rush it. Left arm comes up, eyes follow. Exhale, thread the needle under, allowing that ear and shoulder rest onto the mat if you can. 2 more, inhale up. Exhale, thread it through. Enjoying that spinal twist, working on that spinal mobility. Last one, inhale up. Hold it here, eyes follow. Really get that spinal twist here for me. And give me a big inhale. Exhale, blow it out. Thread the needle under, holding it here for me. Taking a moment, wrap that right arm around the back of the body if you can. Pull your right shoulder back to deepen the stretch. Give yourself a moment here. Maybe you set an intention at the start. Maybe you didn't and you want to set it now. Whatever you need to leave outside the door, just put it outside. You've the hard work done. You showed up for yourself. That's the main thing. I'm so proud of you. You should be too. Carving out time for yourself during that day. Moving for longevity. Coming back through the center. Perfect. And once you're ready, we're going to curl the toes under, lift the hips to the ceiling, find your downward dog. Hopefully you're warmer now and can get into a deeper stretch. Really pressing those heels as deep as you can. Melting the chest as close as you can to the front of the legs. Broadening through the back of the shoulders. From here, give me a big inhale. Feel that ribcage expand and back body. Exhale, blow it all out. Melting it a little deeper, finding that length through the back of the legs. One more here for me. Big inhale. Big exhale, blow it all out. Lowering your knees to the mat. Bring yourself around into a cross-legged position. Bring your arms up overhead. You're going to grab your left wrist and we're going to reach up and over to the right side. Keeping that opposite glute nice and heavy on the mat. Enjoy that side body stretch. Inhale through center, switch your wrists, reach up and over to the opposite side. Big inhale, releasing all that cortisol. Come through the center, palms together, eyes look up at the palms. Big inhale, reaching yourself up. Exhale, blow it all out, releasing those happy endorphins. Roll the shoulders back. Well done. Give yourself a huge clap. I am so proud of you. Thank you so much for showing up on the mat with me today and moving your body for that longer term gain. If you liked, please leave a comment. If you would like me to record anything for you, please let me know. You can drop me a message, follow me on Instagram, whatever it is. Like, subscribe, share with your bestie, share with that family member that needs that extra little nudge. It means so much for the channel and it costs nothing. So I really, really appreciate it. And I will see you back with normal weekly schedule next week. See you soon. Thanks again. Bye.